Welcome to Live at Roland-Garros, to Paris in the autumn, and to a tournament which stands for responsibility and resilience in what has been and continues to be a difficult year. Now, Paris is the center of the tennis universe for the next couple of weeks. We're absolutely delighted that you can join us once again, and here for you is a little bit about what's coming up over the course of the next half an hour here on Live at RG. Roland-Garros 2020 is open for business. Grand Slam champions square off in round one. And the perfect present for the birthday girl. Now, you can join us each night at 7 p.m. local time. There's many ways. It's via YouTube, Facebook, rolandgarros.com, and of course, the official app. And use the hashtag #LiveAtRG if you'd like to get in touch with us. I am going to be joined for the next 15 days by the perfect doubles combination. They are perfect because in 2005, they were crowned mixed doubles Roland-Garros champions. Daniela Hantuchova back with us, and for a first time, Fabrice Santoro. Welcome, Fabrice.
Thank you, Gigi. I'm so happy to be with you. Hello, Daniela.
Hi there.
Hello, partner. Sorry.
Yes, who would have thought? What is it now? 15 years later,
Yes.
we meet again.
We didn't change.
That's what we hope so. Let's leave it to someone else to judge that.
Now, are you looking forward to what's going to come for the next 15 days with us here on the show?
Sure. I wanna see. It's my first time, as you mentioned. I want to see what you prepared for the 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. And is Fabrice a good choice of doubles partner to have with us, Daniela?
Oh, definitely so. And I have to say that was one of my highlights when we still played, playing
fun.
with Fabrice here. Because, I mean, the support we got from the fans was really something very special and memories that's going to stay, at least with me, for a very, very long time.
Because we've spoken about what it meant to you to be crowned a Grand Slam champion here, but maybe a little bit extra special for you being a Frenchman walking through these gates as a Roland-Garros champion.
Yes, and you know, I was never even close to winning single here in Roland-Garros. So when Daniela said, yes, I'm okay to play with you, I felt a lot of pressure because I knew I have the best partner in the draw. So every match, from day one till the end, I felt so much pressure.
Really? It didn't
Yes,
look like
clearly.
it. We were having so much fun. And what I do remember is that we've celebrated with French fries back in the Players' Lounge afterwards. That was such a special treat you did for me, which I will never forget.
Oh, wow, French fries for Grand
Yes.
Slam champions.
That's how Fabrice treated me,
Okay.
but it was really sweet.
I like that. Now, one thing we're going to do, Fabrice, is every day we're going to ask yourself and Daniela for your moment of the day. They can be different moments of the day, but I believe, Daniela, today you've gone for the same moment of the day.
Today I went for
Roland-Garros.
just the Roland-Garros, whether is this the same or not, and how cool it is to be here, you know, just being part of a slam again, no matter what time of the day, of the year. I think we are just so excited to be here and see some live tennis, and especially have some fans around. I think, you know, it's something that we all been waiting for a very long time.
Absolutely. We are here, Grand Slam tennis, being played in front of us.
Exactly. I was scared actually a few days before the tournament that the tournament will not go on this year because I knew that there was many discussion between the federation and the government. Finally, we're here. We're going to put on the side what's negative things happens for 2 weeks, try to, and we're going to take all the positive of the tournament.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we haven't even mentioned the weather. Haven't mentioned the weather yet. Not going to mention the weather. It's not raining. Now, and a very important member of the Live at Roland-Garros team is with us once again. It's Eli Weinstein. Eli, you're out and about. Are you cold? You're warm? I'm not sure. But you are... Hang on, the roof is not actually closed on Philippe Chatrier, is it?
Hey everybody, welcome back. Good to be back with you guys. Nice to have you. Welcome Fabrice to the team. Nice addition. Puts a little more French in this squad. We are in fact Court Philippe Chatrier, and the roof is indeed open, Gigi. It was closed all day. Just before these two behind me, Andy Murray and Stan Wawrinka, walked on court, they opened the roof because conditions were judged good enough to play this match in outdoor with an open roof. And yeah, it's holding out. The score here is 6-1, 6-3, 2-1, 40 love for Stan Wawrinka. So it's a pretty one-way match. A bit disappointing because this was a big first round that everybody's waiting for. Remember, these two had met 20 times in their careers, and Murray was up 12-8. They met here twice in semifinals. They're 1-1. And in fact, what's interesting, a little interesting fact is, can you guess, Gigi, who's the last person Andy Murray played at the Roland-Garros?
Well, I think I should let Daniela answer this because she has a big smile on her face.
Well, I think we all three of us know that, and it's unbelievable that they meet again after the last time they played each other here, and there was this last match. So yeah, a really cool stat.
Now, Eli, a big thing is that you're not whispering. I really like whispering Eli because it's normally you're surrounded by people, you cannot make a sound. How does it feel being courtside on Philippe Chatrier?
Well, listen, it feels a little bit like a late evening match where a lot of people have gone home. So there is atmosphere in the stadium. Obviously, the stadium is not full, but there are people watching, clapping, making noises, cheering, saying "ooh, ah," everything. The stuff that have to happen when there are nice points, when they're disappointed. There aren't 15,000 here in Court Philippe Chatrier, but there are people, and they are watching a tennis match, and it is the first round between two Grand Slam champions, between the two of them, 6 titles here, Grand Slam titles, and the Grand Slam champions playing each other in a first round at Roland-Garros. Last time it happened, 1999, Kafelnikov and Michael Chang. So this doesn't happen really often. So it's a treat. Hopefully Andy Murray will be able to turn it around a little bit, but it's still fun, and we're still happy to be here.
Eli, thank you very much. And there's plenty of tennis still going on, so Eli is going to be somewhere else, possibly a little bit later. And Daniela and I were a little bit concerned we'd be down to 2, because aren't you meant to be carrying out the interview of the winner on Philippe Chatrier?
I'm supposed to, but I will stay with you.
Are you going to stay?
Oh,
here?
that's
sure.
so
I'm
sweet.
gonna
Thank
stay.
you.
I
We
want to stay with you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
An important point Eli just mentioned regarding a first one match in a Grand Slam with 2 former winners. Another one will happen later with Silic and Tim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Doesn't happen too often.
it's like buses. There are none, and then suddenly they all come at once. We've had 39 matches. We will have had if they get through them all today. Now, our match of the day, we're going to start with the birthday girl. We're going to start with the 2018 champion, Simona Halep. And she was dressed like she was coming out, Daniela, for a match in midwinter.
Well, but it's still the same slam. That's going to be my point later on. But as you saw, a lot of players actually dressed up big time because it's been obviously very cold. And she had a slower start. She was getting used to the conditions. I felt like she was at the beginning trying to do too much out there, and also her opponent was playing really aggressive. But from 2-4 down, she turned around things beautifully. And for me, always the checkpoint with Simona is how she's able to play when she's at that set and a break up, because that's where she gets emotional. That's where she sometimes starts to talk with Darren a little bit too much, and she did it so well today, just to hold it together and really save a lot of time and energy out there.
Yeah, and I think she will look back on this as a really good first round test. She was pushed and she was challenged, but she did make it through. She lost just the 4 games. 6-4, 6-love. Happy birthday to Simona Halep.
It was a really special day to playing in Roland-Garros on my birthday, so it's gonna be pretty unique, maybe forever. I cannot celebrate much because I have to stay in the room, so I will have a bottle of water and just enjoying the time. I will speak with my very close and very loved ones, and just that, nothing special. After the tournament I will.
Now, Daniela, we have a new feature this year, the Eye of Daniela. Every day you're going to be picking out something that you've basically been keeping your eye on.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously today it's got to be Simona because of her birthday, and it's special that it happens during Roland-Garros. It was actually funny because on social media, a lot of the people were saying, well, how come we never celebrated Simona's birthday during Roland-Garros? Well, maybe because the dates are different. So it was funny, the reaction, but obviously the love and support she gets when she comes to Paris, it means so much to her, and to me, she's one of the greatest competitors we ever had in the game.
Yes, and out of the court, she's such a sweet and nice girl. I mean, she's always smiling, and she loves the games, and the next 2 weeks will be pretty tough for her because she arrived here in Paris as a favorite, and everybody wants to beat Simona.
And there was a little bit of a happy birthday sung to her on court. It was Marion Bartley asking the questions, and then there were a few people in the crowd, and here we go. Can we hear a little bit?
Joyeux anniversaire, Simona. Joyeux anniversaire.
Fabrice, where were you? We were expecting you to come out.
I'm not the best singer of the crew, so
We couldn't hear you. We couldn't hear you singing there? Now, happy birthday was sung to Simona Halep. Plenty of other matches. Fabrice, I would like to start with you. With Yannick Sinner against David Goffin, this was a match when people looked at it, thought it was a potential upset.
And yes, clearly, because Sinner is a young Italian player, very talented. He plays very well. And I watched all the match against David today, and this young player has almost no weakness already. He's very strong, he moves well, pretty tall, but powerful. He can come to the net, he returns well. And it was the match, and for like at the end of the first set, until 5-all, was very tight, and then one way.
So is the credit to Yannick Sinner? What was the level of David Goffin's game out there?
The level was good until the end of the first set, but then the attitude was pretty bad for a former top 10 player. And David can play some good tennis, but also he needs to be very intense because he can't serve 30 aces, he can't go for winner all the time, so he needs to be very focused and very positive, and today he was not in this mood.
So Yannick Sinner, a great win for the 19-year-old. Big things expected of him, and big things, Daniela, expected of Victoria Azarenka after the run of form that she's had recently.
Yeah, look, with Azarenka, what impresses me the most, how much she has changed as a person off the court. She just seems so much more relaxed. You know, she does a lot of meditation, and I think it's such a great example for young players how far can take you when you work on your mental strength, and she's been really able to change the pace completely around, and just a different person really out there. And you know, as she said that herself, that it's so much more for her important how well she does things off the court, and the results on the court are just a consequence of that. But obviously she's full of confidence.
40-year-old Venus Williams still playing, Fabrice, at the very highest of levels, but just in recent times, this is what, a third consecutive first-round loss here at Roland-Garros.
When you get a bit older, clay court is not the best surface to play on, and I have a lot of respect for Venus, of course, because she had such a great and long career. She's still fighting because she loves the game, because she has the passion, she practices every day, but unfortunately, she will have to leave the tournament already.
And good to see Smedlova back because she underwent knee surgery in 2019.
Yeah, I mean, she's such a great competitor, and she always works extremely hard. Whenever I'm in the gym at home, she's always there working on her fitness, one of the best movers actually out there. So it was kind of tough for Venus, but as Fabrice said, so much respect for Venus and everything she's done for our game.
Now, Fabrice, if people just looked at the scoreline of this next match, it looked a little bit topsy-turvy, very lopsided at times.
Kei Nishikori was driving this match. He started very bad, then he played well, won the second, and he was playing up and down from the first point to the last. I feel like he can win if he decides, if he stay more focused, but he was unable to play his best tennis all time.
He's got this incredible 5-set record now. He's won 24 5-set matches. He's lost just 6. And for Dan Evans, who's playing great tennis at the moment, he is still to register a win here at Roland-Garros, and that one will have hurt, I think, both players out there today. Caroline Garcia, French player, on Philippe Chatrier. That's tough, coming through against Anett Kontaveit in the first round.
Oh yeah, but once again, just like in New York when she beat Pliskova, she proves how much talent she's got. And to me, when I saw Caroline first time, I felt like, you know, this is a constant top 10 player, if not higher. That's how much quality she's got in her game. Sometimes I feel like she wouldn't believe in her enough. And it's so cool to see her doing so well on her home court, which I'm sure, as Fabrice knows, sometimes it's not easy because of all the pressure you guys get. So well done to her.
Yeah, great victory for Caroline Garcia. And then John Isner, who said, Fabrice, well, I'm just flying in for this tournament, and when it finishes, I'll just fly home.
But even if he said that, I think John can be dangerous. Because it doesn't matter if he plays on grass, clay, dry court or humid, he can still serve aces a lot. And he's going to take some risks, he's going to be very aggressive. And nobody likes to play against John Isner. Nobody.
Yeah, and he did say it was playing like a slow, hard court, which he thinks is actually going to favour him a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And he has all the time in the world to actually prepare for his shots, being as tall as he is. So I think actually, like you said, it's maybe a good thing for him. And, you know, a few more wins and he starts to realize that, oh, he can actually play well on this surface.
Matches are still taking place. If you want to keep up to date with everything, then go to RolandGarros.com or the official app. It gives you the order of play for tomorrow, which we will go through, the results from today, and obviously the live scores. Now, we talk a lot about social media. These are the times we are living in. I think especially this year, a lot of people relying on it for news, for information, to get a message out there. So it is a very important part of this show, what's going on in the world of social media. And And the man who's been trawling the web, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, I don't know what half of these things are. I'm just too old for half of these things. But the man who is in the know and who joins us this year, joining the Live at RG team, is Alex Sharp. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening.
What have you found out? Has it been a busy day, first day of a Grand Slam? Has social media been on fire?
Oh, of course. I've been delving through. I've been hunting out some special stuff for you. So let me know when to fire away.
Go for it. Hit us with the first one.
Right. So what's been happening on social media? First up, as you've said, it was the perfect birthday present for Simona Halep. The 2018 champion opened her title charge, posting some very happy pictures from Court Philippe Chatrier, saying, "A very special birthday celebration in my happy place. Feeling very loved today." I'll move on. Second up, you might have missed this one. The US Open finalist Alexander Zverev officially welcomed David Ferrer to his team, and Serena Williams had something to say. "Nice, but I was hoping I got the gig next time." So fascinating. Serena be a good coach. Finally, we have a little surprise for the guys in the studio. Let's rewind to 2005 with these snaps. I'll let Daniela and Fabrice explain more. And just before I pass back over, make sure you keep posted on Roland-Garros.com, Roland-Garros app. You know the drill, joining in on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, using the hashtag Roland-Garros. It's all yours, Gigi.
Alex, thank you very much. And you got some big smiles and some laughs. I think, Fabrice, you gasped when you saw that photo of the two of you.
I want this picture. I don't have this picture at home. Do you have it?
Me neither. Yes, we do have the trophy. We don't have the picture.
Yes.
By the way, where's your trophy? I think I saw it when we were chatting
home.
the other day. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Where do you keep your trophies? Some people keep them in the toilets. Some people put them in the loft. Are yours on display?
Me, they are all at home in a special place. I don't want them to be in the kitchen or living room or
Not in the
or
kitchen. People
bedroom.
might use it to put things in.
Yes, but also I don't want to see my.
Sometimes we do that actually.
don't wanna
When it's
see
a plate, it's kind of useful in
Oh,
the
you do it?
kitchen. Not Grand Slams, but actually the US Open is like nice for the fruit. I shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, if it's a plate, sometimes, I mean,
Oh, wow. So
but
if we-
from a junior times, not like the
Of,
special
of
ones.
course,
yes.
Daniela. Of course, you don't use your Grand Slam trophies to put fruit in or stuff on plates. Right, we're going to move on quite swiftly, I think, and we're going to rejoin Eli. Eli, I don't know if you've got any Grand Slam silverware that you use for dinner parties.
I don't, and I would surely not keep it in the toilet. Who keeps Grand Slam trophies in the toilet, Gigi? What is that all about? Anyways, I'm on court Suzanne Lenglen, and I am whispering because here it's really empty. Joanna Konta serving to kick off set 2. The last year's semifinalist is down a set versus Coco Gauff, the teenage wonder. It's pretty breezy here. There's wind. It's a totally different atmosphere than on court Philippe Chatrier. Quick information about Konta against teenagers in Grand Slams. She's 4-1, which is a good stat. And among those teenagers was Naomi Osaka. She only lost to one teenager in Grand Slam. That was Vondrousova last year in the semifinals. But here she's down a set already against Corey Gauff. Corey Gauff, not your average teenager, as you guys know. She had a couple of set points, Corey Gauff, to seal off the set. And she hit double faults 2 or 3 in a row. But she managed to seal it off. So it's Konta down a set, Corey Gauff up a set. And we're just kicking action here under the lights on court Suzanne Lenglen.
It's wonderful to see the lights. Eli, thank you very much. We're going to be back with Eli a little bit later. But in the meantime, a match has concluded. Fabrice is still with us, so he will not be carrying out the post-match interview. But it is a convincing win for former champion Stan Wawrinka, coming through Fabrice 6-1, 6-3, 6-2 against Andy Murray.
Yes, 2 former champions in the first one of the French, a one-way match, easy win for Stan. Probably condition was too humid, too slow for Andy, and Stan will be one of the guys to follow. He's not the favorite, of course, but he won here. He knows how to win a slam, and the conditions are pretty good for him.
Yep, so a win in straight sets for Stan Wawrinka. Now, every night on the show, we're going to have our question of the day. What we're going to try and do is post it on social media the night before, so you can start having your say. So it is day 1 of Roland-Garros 2020, and here is our question of the day. Is Roland-Garros 2020 a different tournament to past editions? Now, we're going to be hearing from a couple of players a little bit later. But what we're going to do is it's not mixed doubles anymore, it's singles. Because it's Fabrice against Daniela. I think we need to have a prize, although you'll probably put fruit in it. But we're going to...
I need a new plate.
Oh, there we go. So a plate for the winner. So this is the debate we're going to have each night. And Daniela, which way are you going on this? Is it or not? Who are you arguing for?
I'm arguing for that it is the same. It's Paris, it's Roland-Garros. There is no other place all the players would rather be than right here, right now. And, you know, I feel warm. There is...
You have a jumper
not
on.
too many changes. So, you know, it's still clay. It's still very special. Like we said at the beginning of the show, you know, the excitement of a Grand Slam. The tiny little difference is the fans that are not here. But other than that, to me, it's still the same Roland-Garros. Off you go, Fabrice.
For me, it's another tournament. It's completely different.
What do you mean?
I don't agree at all with you.
We have the same desk. We have the same
just a
mics.
few people in the stand, just a few degrees. Normally, I come walking in the morning. I put my skis this morning to come to Roland-Garros. It's
What
not
are you
the same
talking
tournament.
about? I'm so hot in this sweater.
No. Tomorrow I'm gonna come with I don't know, gloves and something on my hand. It's freezing, no?
I feel like I'm already playing a match against him. It's going to be interesting 15 days. The plate is on. I need the plate.
And let me ask, if you think it's a completely different tournament, bring the surface into this and how the courts are playing. Is that part of why you think this is a different tournament, or would they be playing the same if it was in its normal slot?
When you talk to the players a little bit, directly they talk about the humidity, the court is too slow, you can't make a point. And this is all regarding the date and the end of September, beginning of October, because like 2 weeks ago it was a Rome tournament, it was 32 degrees and the ball was flying. But even this morning in Rome it was 12 degrees, the same as Paris. So the problem is not Paris, is Europe.
Thank you, Fabrice.
It's freezing in Europe this week, right?
I'm hot. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to make my point here.
You should roll your sleeves up. I'm really, really
make it
very
more
hot in here.
believable.
Now, joining in this debate, and let's see which side they fall on. We spoke to a couple of players who completed their matches in their press conference today. Shortly, you're going to hear from John Isner, but let's start with birthday girl Simona Halep.
It is different because we don't have the crowd, that big crowd. But the rest, it's nice. I like it. So doesn't matter if we struggle a little bit with conditions and we cannot go out. We can just stay together in the bubble, which makes it a little bit difficult. But for me, it's still special. So I'm happy to be here.
Yes, I mean, it is different. I think just the fact that we're playing in September and October, it's something it's never been done before here. So it's very different. It's got a different feel to it. Having no fans stinks. You know, the atmosphere at this event is unbelievable. One of the best we have, you know, all year long, and we don't have that right now. And so as far as that goes, it's very different.
Now, Fabrice, when you were listening to Simona Halep, you were doing a little bit of this. You don't think she was convincing in her reasons, perhaps?
She's agree with Daniela and me.
Right, so
it's the same, but it's different.
Sat on the fence.
No?
Yeah.
That's
very
what she
diplomatic answer, yeah.
And
but, you know, it's little differences, just like I was saying, like on the overall scale, it is... I am just as excited to be here behind the desk with you guys, just like I was last year being here. So to me, it's the same.
Yeah, but Simona said it's the same, but tonight I celebrate my birthday alone in my bedroom. No?
So that's a little bit different.
It's a bit different,
So it's a little bit different. And you're warm now because you've rolled the sleeves up.
Yeah, I'm super hot, so nothing changed to me.
So
but you know what? Even in 2005 with Daniela, when we won the toss, she wants to receive, I want to serve, and then she wants to play right, I want to play left. We already disagree.
Did we win at the end?
At the end.
Do we have the plate?
Fantastic.
I feel like I'm just sort of going from left to right here.
You're going cross, I'm going down the line.
This could be a difficult 15 days. We have the result of the poll. And now this isn't strictly of what these guys have been saying now because we put this out last night, but let's get a feel for what you guys think. Is it different? Oh, Fabrice, you win. Look at that. 91% agree with you.
It's going to be a long tournament. I have to stay focused.
You have to stay focused.
I think maybe that's the reason why we won the tournament. That at the end, Fabrice was always right, and I listened to you.
thanks, Daniela.
Okay.
Thanks, Dan.
There's a happy ending to day one of our question of the day. Now, we know things are very different. They're different for everybody in the world, including tennis players when they come to tournaments. There are things they can do. There are things they can't do. So we wanted to know when Media Day took place, how they keep themselves busy, and specifically, what TV series have they been watching to pass the time?
So the last series I was watching is actually a telenovela, and it's in Spanish, and it's very long.
Can you spoil it real quick or not? In 3 words?
So it's drama, it's love, and betrayal.
Many sports documentaries, Sunderland, Till I Die, I watched Leeds United. I love all these sports documentaries, sports series.
A series lately?
No.
No. Okay. This is going to work well.
Lately I haven't watched any series. I do sometimes, but I actually did not a lot in the bubble.
I didn't watch any series this period. I didn't want because I watched many in the pandemic period.
So recently the last one I saw is a playbook, and it's quite new, and it's about coaches, and it's on Netflix, so I think definitely you should watch this.
Series? I don't actually.
You don't watch series? Movies?
Last night I watched Arrivals and Power.
2 movies?
Yeah, slept very late.
Well, he wasn't playing the next day, so it's fine. We're going to rejoin Eli. And Eli, you were asking the question of the players what series they have been watching. Is there something that you were watching during lockdown?
Oh, I watched everything. I saw every single series out there over and over again. I did 0 sleep. Very simple. On a more serious note, we are out here on court 14, where the last match of the day between Corentin Moutet and Lorenzo Giustino just kicked off. Now, it's getting dark, okay? And in usual times, in the old days, this match would have been pushed over to tomorrow. Not anymore, because there are floodlights here. So this is not, in fact, a night session, but it's, in fact, these matches will go till the end as long as it doesn't start raining. And you can see here with Philippe panning out, there are matches going on, there are lights. So it's going to be late evenings here in Paris. It's going to be great. Tennis is going to keep going. It's Roland-Garros, baby.
Eli, thank you. Enjoy the tennis. We'll be back with you again tomorrow. Fabrice, that's so nice, isn't it, to see that view of the courts with the floodlights?
Yes, it's beautiful. I think we're going to have a long night, probably the next, especially the first week, and some nice battles on the outside court.
Yeah, it's really, really nice to have them. Let us take a look before we leave you this evening at the order of play for tomorrow. Now, we're going to focus on Philippe Chatrier and Susan Lenglen, but don't forget, you go to rolandgarros.com, you get the order of play, including the app. I'm going to get you guys to pick your popcorn match of the day from these 2 courts. So Kvitova and Dodin, Cilic team, Christian, Serena Williams, a repeat of the US Open meeting, and Krasimov against Nadal. Let's go to Susan Lenglen. I mean, Danielle is ready. She's ready to come in with her match. So if we move on to Susan Lenglen, we've got, stop it, Danielle. Kiki Bertens up at the top, then Alina Svitolina, Gael Monfils against Alexander Bublik.
So can we request those bottoms, whoever's going to be first?
For tomorrow.
Because I think it's one that we...
And Medvedev Fucsovic.
Well, but I think tomorrow we're going to agree, first time, that it's a team against Cilic, against 2 Grand Slam champions.
Clearly, 2 Grand Slam champion. And on my point of view, not an easy match for Dominic.
Yep, yeah, good point, actually.
I had a different one. Is that bad? I can't go against Grand Slam champions.
Go for it.
I had Monfils Bublik from an entertainment point of view. That could be a lot of fun.
Yes, nice exhibition.
Yeah, nice exhibition match. But you're right. I think Cilic's team. I mean, that's because everyone's looking to see how team will react to being a US Open champion. What's happened since, and then coming in off the back and straight into another Grand Slam.
Double finalist here in Roland-Garros, finalist at the Australian Open, winner recently in New York. He's coming here with a lot of pressure. Everybody is looking at him differently. Cilic has no pressure at all. He didn't play well the last 12 months, but in Rome, Cilic was playing much better. Yeah, so tough one.
And it's again that serve in these heavy conditions, like you said with Isner, you know, when you can serve well, you always take that rhythm away from your opponent. So it's going to be, I think, a long one as well.
Fabrice, have you enjoyed your first show with us, and will you be coming back for more?
I'm waiting. I'm ready to do another one in 1 hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
All
I really
right.
like it.
Okay, I'll tell our producer.
14 more to go?
14 more to go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Fabrice is ready. And Daniela, again, it's been a pleasure to be back with you.
No, it's been so much fun, and
Thank you very
I'm sure
much.
it's going to be an exciting one for all three of us.
We are going to be back every night at 7 p.m. local time. There will be tennis taking place. We're going to get match points. We're going to be crossing live to the action and letting you know everything that's been taking place. So it's YouTube, it's Facebook, it's the website, it's the official app. We've loved having your company this evening, and we hope to have it again the same time tomorrow. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.